more iconic, Gigi or Bella?
I'm sorry, but like Kendall Jenner, girl.
Can you just lie?
Yes, you do. She's just only a model because of her connection. It's clearly in one of the episodes.
How do you feel about brands doing that? Like, we're not made for you guys. Bye.
I feel like I don't know why it's just such a big problem to have men clothes.
I did not know that. Do you think that's a problem?
It is a problem. Welcome back to a new episode of AoY. Guess what yesterday. So you guys already know the drill. Today we're gonna be talking about fashion with my lovely co-host.
It's ya.
And I'm Eloise, guys. Let's get with it. As you can see by our lovely props, we have Vogue, a British designer. I can't see her name. I opened it once and I never reopened
Zandra Rhodes. Is
Yeah.
she related to Haley Rhodes? Haley Bieber?
it. Rhodes is her middle name. Girl, you need...
Okay, let me shut up.
Happy late birthday to Justin Bieber. We're filming this a day after. 30 years old.
HBD. Yeah, you old.
Where the kids at?
You know, you know what they say? The 30s, the new 20s.
Is it?
I hope for him.
Yeah, we hope so too. Anywho, so today we're gonna talk, about the good old iconic days from haute couture to bad bitch couture. Right, Vogue it. Tyra Banks would be so happy. Smiles. That's the only thing I learned from Tyra Banks is to smile with my eyes because it's interesting and people call me soft eyes because of that. Do you
Soft eyes?
Yeah.
What is that?
Soft eyes, just someone who has a soft look, right?
Really?
Reba don't know nothing.
You don't have IQI.
Now you see it?
Yeah, you're like
Smile. There you go.
No, me, I have
Smiles.
an RBF, so I'm like all the time.
So smiles. I learned to smiles from Tyra Banks, even though America's Next Top Model was a hot mess.
Sad eye.
As a kid growing up watching this show, you're like, I want to be on it one day. I really want to be on it. And then you look back and you're like, Tyra, you need to go. You need some therapy. Like, I don't know if she thought she could eat as Naomi Campbell, the next black girl, but Naomi Campbell did everything so gracefully.
Let's talk about Naomi Campbell then.
Yes, bangs.
Let's talk. Wait, someone said that I look like Naomi Campbell. Is it true? Can you just lie?
Yes, you do. Okay, Naomi, when you did that walk down the hallway. Naomi's just coming for your job, girl. Doesn't Naomi wear bangs or she has the side bangs?
No, she had the
bangs, yeah.
but she had the bangs too.
Yeah, she had the bangs. You see the bangs.
Yeah,
bangs.
but
She's
Naomi
just not
Campbell,
as tall as her.
I'm not familiar with fashion, so I have a lot to
Pretty much
learn
one of the
today.
very first black girl.
Yeah,
to model,
and I know that
silver
her
model.
walk
It's iconic.
Still is iconic.
She just did the with I was gonna talk about Kate Hudson. For some reason, it's not Kate. It's Kate Muss.
It's not the same episode.
No. It's Kate Muss. So
Kate Muss is the mother of Lady Rose Depp. Is
no.
Who?
No,
Okay,
that's
wait.
somebody else. That's somebody else. That's a
that?
French. That's some
Pat,
French
Pat.
lady. That's some French lady. Or am I talking about the wrong person? Hold on. Oh, it's
My
Cindy
bad.
Crawford. That's who I was trying to talk about. Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford.
Crawford.
Is she the mom of the
Kaya
girlfriend
Gerber?
of yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's her mommy. Yeah, so we have the greatest models of all time. They just made the cover recently, 2023.
Yeah.
Cheers, girls. You're
Women.
eating. Women, yeah. There are women. They are.
They're not girls anymore.
Yeah. They were that. All of that. And they're still all of that.
Yeah.
On every block.
Like they still eat.
They still eat. Like, I'm sorry, but like, Kendall Jenner, girl.
Okay, I have a question for you. Okay, so we because of the Keeping Up with the Kardashian, now the Kardashians, we saw the evolution of Kendall.
Yeah.
Did she got better, or do you think that? I mean, she's just a model because she have connections and she just had like a pass.
She's just only a model because of her connection. It's literally in one of the episodes. She's just one day, oh, mom, I want to be a model. And then they just get her into one of the agencies. She practiced her walks. And then the next day she booked something. Like, literally, it's because of her name. It is unfair, but you know what? Because we don't get to talk about the recent models or the models that are her an era, because in her era she had Gigi Hadid, Bella, Cara Levine. Yeah. She had not Heidi. Hailey Bieber did a couple of things. Yeah. So it's kind of like she just went there with her friends. So she knew what she was doing. I wouldn't call them supermodels. They're just models. I would say that
Gigi and Bella, they are supermodels.
They are nepo supermodels because their mom is a supermodel. But
most of them are nepo.
Baby, not all of them. Some of them.
No, some of them. They are.
But Gigi and Bella have that walk, have that it factor because of the mom. The mom was a model.
Yeah, but I mean, when you think about Gigi Hadid, you don't think about her mom. You think about her.
You don't think about her mom, but how did she get there? Is because of her mom. Her mom teaching her the skills.
Yeah, but sometimes it's good to have someone that can help you.
There you go.
To go to.
Kendall Jenner did not have that. So, and today you can say that Bella is more into her modeling. She's like doing everything so gracefully. Gigi is more into her mommy side. She's doing modeling here and there.
Who's more iconic, Gigi or Bella?
I think Bella is. And Bella is more relatable too, because she talks about her personal issues. Because some of you who don't know, like the Yolanda Hadid, the mom, or she changed her name. I don't even think it's Yolanda Hadid anymore. I don't know. But if you've seen her on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you would see how she
was on Real Housewives.
Yes, you can see how she treats her kids, and then like she's the kind of mom who's like they are making literally a joke out of her on TikTok. So she's the type of person to be like Gigi. Gigi is like her golden child. So she's like, Gigi, you shouldn't eat too much. She's like, Gigi, just take this much of a piece of cake. Just a little. You're on a diet. Oh, you're hungry. Go take an almond, half an almond.
Do you think it messed them up?
Because I know
my mom, she was like, girl, you better eat all of that plate.
Of course it did. Especially like Bella is the one who vocalized it more. This is why I'm saying she's more relatable, because she tried to be in the standards of what her mom wanted her to be in current days or modeling, because they're Arab. They're half Arab, half Polish, right? So Bella had the Arab nose. She had her nose redone. She had her boobs redone. And it's because of her mom. And then sometimes she's like, you know what? I kind of regret doing this. I kind of regret doing this because my mom said this. My mom said that. My mom told me to do this. And now I kind of realized that like I should have just stayed the way that I was, because I should have loved myself more instead of following or in her footsteps.
But do you think that a lot of models change? Because I don't think there's natural models enough in the industry.
There's not enough. There's not enough body representation. They're trying, but it's still not the same. They're telling you they're telling you, oh, we're gonna take 5'2" models, but then the runways, it's all 6 and up or 5'10" and up for women. So it's kind of like, is that very, very much a representation? Oh, we're gonna take people with curves, but then you end up taking a 5'2" that's extra skinny, but who you think looks 5'6". But if you stand next to them, you could tell there's a difference. Like my aunt, she's 5'6", and I could have sworn on my dad's side, I could have sworn she was 5'9" when I was younger. She's not. Well, no, wait, she is 5'9". I'm sorry. I'm lying here. She is 5'9", but I always thought like she was 6 foot tall because of how slim she looks.
Oh, kiki.
So sometimes the physical appearance makes you look a little bit taller than what you should, than what your actual height is. Yeah. But
can you, as a random person, go into the industry?
You could. You just go to an agency casting.
Rare.
It's the
like, name me one model who went from nobody to
Whitney Harlow.
No, she was an American Next Top
Model. But that's someone who came out of nowhere. Most of the contestants
like when I talk about nowhere, like she made multiple interviews with couture designers, whatever, without like
but I'm saying as a starter still, because most of the people who go on this show, they don't have the past in fashion regardless. Like you don't go in there and be like, okay, well, I work for this company and this company, and you think you're gonna go on the show. Like, what's the point? Like, this is America's Next Top Model's point was to make the next great top model. And then, despite the fact that she didn't win, she look at her where she is now because of her skin condition, and people are taking it as a beauty.
Do you think that she's popular because of this?
Yes.
Skin condition.
Yes, it's not.
And do you think that it made a difference?
It made a difference, but do we have a lot of people with her skin condition in that industry? No.
Should we have more?
We should. We need to have more representation. They keep saying they're gonna have more representation. They keep saying that we're gonna have transgender women to represent, but the whole story with Victoria's Secrets, why they got canceled. Victoria's Secrets is losing stores, especially here in Canada. It's been replaced by Uniqlo. Literally, you go to Les Promenades Saint-Bruno, there's no more Victoria's Secrets. You go to Anjou, no more Victoria's Secrets. It's only downtown.
Why?
Because they don't make no money no more. Nobody goes in there.
Why? Was it Victoria's Secret like the big?
It was because
the
they had their
big
fashion
store?
show.
What happened?
They got canceled. From my perspective, before they closed the stores, I do remember they got canceled because Nikita Dragon did say like there was lacking of representation, because I think she ended up like saying or putting a Victoria's Secret's Angel's costume, and then it did not transpire well, because then, you know, in today's age still, people don't like when it's other people who take other people's jobs in a way.
But it was a costume.
It's a costume, but it's kind of like it's
Wasn't
not
for,
meant
like,
for
Halloween.
you. No, because they're saying it's not meant for you because originally you're a guy. It's meant to be for women to look good, for born women.
Because of the morals.
That's why, the morals behind it. So then I don't remember if Victoria's Secret made a statement. It was like, oh, this is not who we are, who we represent. Because it's like Lululemon. Lululemon talking about if you don't want black people to come into your store, you tell them we were not made for black, Asian, and the rest. We were made for white people. Like, brands are like that.
How do you feel about brands doing that? Like, we're not made for you guys. Bye.
I feel like it depends. Everybody's different, because knowing that the CEO is saying, oh, it's not made for everybody, but the PR team is like, oh no, yeah, we are for everybody. It's a different perspective. It's the CEO, and then like depending where you go, what store you go to. If I go to Lululemon's by my house, they had no issue with me. I went to Lululemon's in Toronto. There was a black girl working behind the counter. We know someone who works at Lululemon's. I don't know if her side of how what it feels like. It's just, I feel like maybe they have a perspective of certain black women of how they look like based on where they live. Because I show up like this, they're gonna welcome me into their store. But what if I looked a hot mess? Do you think they would welcome me in there? I don't think so, because everything is meant to be expensive. Everything's meant to be for the higher class. This is why they're having more and more athletic or leisure.
Like, I know that you love designs, you love fashion. Like, to me, I'm not very a fashion person. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to like see all the fashion weeks, Paris, Milan, New York, whatever. And I don't know the history of the stores designs, that I go. Yeah. So as someone who wants to learn about that industry, should I
you need to
do my research?
You do.
Because if I go to that store and that store doesn't have the same morals or values than me,
you shouldn't go. Listen, I have one pair of Lululemon leggings. They're very comfortable. Something in me wants to go back, but at the same time, if the CEO doesn't want me there, I won't go. There's some girls who unfortunately made the mistake, black girls who bought hundreds of clothing pieces of Lululemon, and then they're like, well, I paid hundreds of dollars for it, I'm not going to throw it away in the trash because it's so good, and there's a warranty. There's a 1-year warranty or a lifetime warranty on Lululemon leggings or certain outfits. If they still have it in their collection, they can replace it to you for free. So Lululemon's all about the quality, but it's also about who our clientele is. It's meant for the suburban mom who likes to run outside, and a soccer mom in the van taking all the kids in the block to soccer games, you know. So this is sad, who it is. It is sad, but
like, as customers, what should we do?
You go somewhere else, or you create your own brand.
Yeah, but creating stuff
it is hard, but you have to put your time and money in it and find the right people to, you know, support.
But do you think that if a lot of people think like that and create their own stuff, is it gonna
depends on the image and the quality? Because if you're trying to do as much of a good quality and a good pricing than Lululemon, and you have the good support and you have the good brand ambassadors, you should define. Listen, if Rihanna did her own collection, do you think it was not going to work? It is going to work because it is Rihanna. So you need to find the good support.
I'm talking about a regular person, not a celebrity.
Lululemon was a nobody. Lululemon is Canadian from Vancouver, I believe, a random person. The same thing for Aritzia. Aritzia is a Canadian company too, and they know who their people are. When you walk into Aritzia, they don't welcome you. They don't welcome the people of color. They attend to the white people. So even though I know people who buy there, there's still stores like that.
Image.
Yeah, there's stores like that. This is why I don't buy Aritzia. I never bought Aritzia. Like, I walked in there twice, and then it's always the stanky attitude, and I have a lot of expensive stuff on me most of the time, so it's kind of like, oh, you want to look at me now because I have this, but like, why are you
if like, let's say you have a lot of expensive stuff on you, I would put like a hat, joggings, a hoodie.
I think it doesn't matter if it's expensive or not, as long as you look presentable. Listen,
but to me, it's presentable. Like, I don't go out dressed like this all the time. I wish, but I don't. Yeah. I mean, if someone can, sponsor the podcast,
you need to style yourself and learn to how to style yourself.
But it costs money.
Not necessarily. You could go to Walmart. I have so many. Okay, y'all talking about. Okay, so I have graphic tees. My graphic tees are from Walmart. And no, but like,
when I think about styling myself, I'm very. Like, I have to find what goes well to my body, because I'm tall. Yeah. I'm not chubby, but I'm not skinny. Like, I kind of define myself as a mid, not mid, like pretty, like a middle. Like, not everything goes well with my body, and I want to feel confident. I want to feel comfortable, and I'd rather wear like joggings with the big coat, long coat that I had when we went on a trip. To like I could go from joggings to dress for sure. Like, I'm the type of person that wears both of these clothes. But where do you go to shop? Because I want to look presentable, but I don't want to look cheap. Like, what can you consider cheap and expensive?
Cheap is definitely H&M.
Yo, a t-shirt is like $40.
No, if you shop at H&M, they're shirts for $10. It's not even the sell section. It's not even the sell section. Yeah, but it's t-shirts. Like a real good t-shirt, a real good material t-shirt. You could go to Zara. You could go to American Eagle. You could go to Garage. You could go to Dynamite.
But that's still expensive.
It is expensive, but it lasts long. Especially for me, for someone who has a struggle of finding good pants, a good pair of pants. I've dabbled from brands to brands to brands to brands. Yeah. Even Levi's. I was told Levi's is the best. I wore Levi's for 6 months and they ripped. And I was like,
y'all need to do pants for people with big ass. Like, big ass, big thighs, big hips. Like, I want, when I put my pants on, I want it to slide comfortably. There you go. Like, so we need that. Oh, did you roll the Chloe's jeans? Good American? Yeah.
I've never bought them because who the hell's buying $200 worth of jeans? Girl, bye. Like, I'm gonna go to American Eagle or Garage or Uniqlo at that. These pants last so long and they're like under $100. Like, I'm an American Eagle girl. It's not $100. It's like less than that. Every time I go to American Eagle, I happen to be going to buy one, get the other one half price. So then let's say American Eagle's pants are like $45 and then the other one is like $50 or whatever. They're going to take the other one and give it half price. Like, I could drop $300-$400 American Eagle just like that because the clothes are good. They last long. They last me 2-3 years. Yes, pants are supposed to rip. Yes, pants are supposed to change color because we wash it. I don't wear the same pants every day or all the time or every week. I try to change it, but you need to have pants that are lasting long. I'm not saying you need to have the same pants for the next 10 years. That's weird, but
that's weird. Let's do like a little game, not like a big one, but just like for the people who are like me, who trying to like understand fashion and try to find themselves. Can you? It's 3 categories. We're gonna start with women and then men. Okay. Do you know men's fashion? A little bit. Okay. I
just want to say this. Yeah. I went to fashion school, and there was like at least 1 or 2 guys per class. Everybody else is a woman. I don't know why it's just such a big problem to have men clothes, and this is why nowadays if you go on TikTok and social media, you see more men coming out with new clothes. And I even spoke about it with some of my guy friends. I was like, where do you shop? They're like, mostly online. They don't find these brands. Like, yes, there's brands, there's Supreme, there's Babe for streetwear, but like, where is the stuff? Like, where is the stuff in person? Yeah, where's the stuff in person? Literally, I was talking to someone, he told me he bought a suit for $400. A suit.
Like pants and...
Yeah, a whole suit, $400. And it's just like, I know I can find suits that are cheaper than that if I go to Uniqlo, but like, I don't know why it's not a thing. Even there's women, when they have sons, babies, they find it hard to find clothes for their sons because nobody's making... Like, they're all making clothes for girls and women. I don't know. This is just a weird thing, but yeah.
I did not know that it was complicated for men to shop.
All these magazines, it's women in the magazines.
True.
All the men's stuff is just more expensive because it's rare in a way, and it's more quality. But is it really more quality? This is why you have to go to a cheap store like Forever 21. There was a tiny ass section for men. Tiny. The whole store was women. The front store on the side to the left, when you walked in, you couldn't even see it because it was so dark. There was no light in there.
Men. But before in the mall in Laval, before they do renovation,
Yeah.
The H&M there was very small, and now there's two sections.
Yeah, now there's a men's,
there's kids section, there's men's
women,
section, and there's women's
exactly.
sections.
And then also they had Jack and Jones. Jack and Jones is supposed to be a men's store, so like they don't have, I don't know, like the whole dynamic of it is weird.
Tell them to do better.
Yeah, Fashion Nova a couple years after it got famous, then they had a Fashion Nova men. So it's everything that they do. Even Fashion Nova is made by a man. Pretty Little Things, I'm pretty sure it's also made by a man. So I'm just like saying, like, these brands are made for a woman just for the, I don't want to say male gaze. It's not the male gaze, but it's just expectations. Like, it's just easier to do. And then.
So why are we buying that then? Men are creating stuff for women
but men
because
don't
of their
have enough,
desire, their expectation of what a woman should look like.
For some, yes.
So as a woman,
you're dressing for the expectation of a man. Yeah.
Don't you find it weird?
It is weird.
Like,
because I was like I said, the Victoria's Secret thing, it was really weird because me and my friends were Googling during lunchtime. We were like, what is Victoria's Secret? Like, why is it called Victoria's Secrets? And we Googled it, and the first thing that comes up, Victoria's Secret was made by so-and-so, which is a man's name. I think his name was Raymond, for his wife, because he thought that when he went to buy lingerie for his wife, it was nothing appealing. There you go. So they're making things some of them are making things for the women's for their own desires, but other men are making fashion just for fashion, for fun. Tom Ford was an architect before he became a fashion designer. She don't know who Tom Ford is, y'all.
I need the picture.
Do you know? Yeah, they have expensive perfumes.
Need the image. TF. Oh,
Tom
yeah.
Ford.
I have no idea what that is, guys. No, like, I know.
There's Michael Kors as well. There's Ralph Lauren.
Yeah, I know Michael Kors, but sir, if you can, send a sample of it so we can
of which perfume?
Something that smells good. I don't know. So let's say, okay, so everyone is equal. Same situation. If the first person is a woman in her 20s, she goes to school, she have a part-time job, and she's trying to figure out who she is in the fashion world. What store should she go shop to?
I have to say, we have to be on a budget. We have to put ourselves in a budget when we're in this world. However, I do want to prioritize quality over the price. Okay, yes, we're in a budget, but this is why I'm saying you could go to Uniqlo. Uniqlo has a lot of basic stuff, but at least they last long. I have 3 pairs of pants from Uniqlo, 3 years. They're still in perfect condition. And people are always like, oh, but Uniqlo is expensive. Oh, but Uniqlo. Yes, it is expensive, but girl math. If it's $75 for the pair of pants, and then throughout the years, it's going to cost you nothing, and they're still in good condition. Okay. And like I said, pants, yes, in due times, they're going to rip, which is fine. Okay, you gain a little bit of weight. Okay, yeah, they're going to rip or they're going to stretch. Fine. You put it too much in the washer because you wear them every day. Okay, it's going to happen, but you have to read the fine print as well. Don't put this, not everything goes in the dryer. Not everything goes into the washer either. Some need to be hand washed or go to someone specialist.
Yeah. So Uniqlo
is a good store.
Okay.
I do want to say for our age, Garage is good. It is a bit more expensive. I don't buy there often, but I do have some clothes. But I feel like Garage is a good street style. Very comfy. You don't have to do the most. If you want to go out and you go to a party and then there's something cute you want to wear there, fine, that's fine too. If you're trying to look professional, I know we want to condemn Zara, but Zara is also good. They have great things. I've never complained by Zara. Even Zara, I still have pieces that I've bought like 5 years ago that are still in neat condition. So it just depends. Do I go to H&M? I don't. Last time I went to H&M was before COVID, and I never went back. I'm not a fast fashion type of girl, but like I said, if you're on a budget and it's easier for you to go to H&M, if it's easier for you to go to buy on Shein, that's you. But I do say trying to stay like something within at least good quality. Don't shop every day. Don't go out there to spend $1,000 in one day for clothes. Buy every 3, 4, or 5 months if need be, but at least something that's sustainable. I don't like fast fashion, especially because the conditions in these countries, they're not paid well. They're not necessarily fed or anything. So I just don't do that. And then if you do go to thrift stores, just make sure you really wash the clothes, because there are outbreaks out there of bed bugs and all these kinds of weird things. So just, wash your stuff. Make sure it's in condition. Make sure there's no smell.
What would you say it like that?
The color's not necessarily unwashed. No, because sometimes you walk into a thrift store and then it just slaps you in the face. The old slaps you in the face. Literally, you open the door. I don't shop at thrift stores. I think I went to a thrift store once. I bought one thing at a thrift store.
I never
once.
went. I should.
Like in 2017, I never went back. Like, yeah.
Okay, so second situation, women or like a teenager in her teens trying to figure out like who she will become as an adult. She's a little bit overweight, but not too much. And her friends always shops to big, expensive
the thing is with these, like,
so
the designer clothes stores, like, let's say she's trying to go
but she's not fortunate enough like her friends to shop there. So without like copying stuff, like where could she go to look like she'll have expensive stuff? But like,
you know what? I have to say, if you go to the Bay or Simons, they have good stuff to make it look expensive. Especially
the Bear Simons?
Yeah, the Bear Simons. Because the Bay does have its own like luxury side. Yes, some of the stuff have been reused, but you don't necessarily have to go there. Let's say, Ralph Lauren has its own store, Ralph Lauren, that are like in the thousands of dollars. But they also have Ralph Lauren, which is the ladies version. So then everything is a little bit cheaper, but it's still classy. Like the Bay is that department store that has a solid in between. Yeah. Same thing for Simons. Simons is more the teens version, but like if you're trying to transition from being 18, well, you're going into your 18 years old to pretty much adult world. Yeah. The Bay has good stuff. Like I sometimes shop at the Bay. My mom has some great name designers from the Bay. So it's just try to stay in between your budget. Zara again also has great stuff. People would love to shop at Zara. Would I say well, the thing is Zara has a limit of sizes. So they don't go all the way to someone who's particularly like chubby. They will go out of stock at a certain size. So I would say try that. But if you're looking for nice,
do you think that's a problem?
It is a problem. It's a problem. This is why like I found out that chubbier girls, or curvier girls, should I say, end up buying at American Eagle, because American Eagle does all the sizes, and I find it that like most of the brands who would go all the way to the sizes are athleisure brands, so anything that has to do with leggings. So like I don't know, like at the Canadians, because when you go to the boutique, they have 5X in t-shirts and jerseys. Yeah, and it's kind of like, okay, you're opening up to everybody, but these are sports wear. Yeah, this is like athleisure, like sports, like working on stuff. But like if I wanted to go to the real world to work, I couldn't find that. This is why now they're going into the cheaper materials like Fashion Nova, Shein, Pretty Little Things, because these are stretchable materials.
Okay. Let's start for the men.
I just want to say this. Yeah. Disclosure. Fashion was always meant to be for women and never for men. I don't know why they don't make enough men clothes. Like that is very weird. And then on top of that, most of the bigger designers to this world are men. Like Victoria's Secret was made by a man.
Victoria's Secret?
That's the secret.
Of that was made by a man?
That's the secret. The secret, it was made by a man for his wife.
My God.
So everything that's out there, all these brands, whether it's Yves Saint Laurent, Christian Dior, Christian Louboutin, it's all men. It's all men except for Chanel and Prada. Gucci is made by a man. Baby Fat was made by a woman. Juicy Couture was made by a woman. Like some of these brands were made by women, but like most of these brands are made by men. Yes, there are some men brands like Loro Piana, Bruno Cucinelli. These are men like brands. There's more as well that we have. Yeah. There's Foot Locker. There's the men's section of Zara, tiny ass.
Why are you hating on Foot Locker?
I'm not hating on Foot Locker, but I'm just saying that like they know what they're doing to their for the customers. Like they know that fashion is meant for a woman in a way. And then if you look at any guy that you're walking in the street, like just regular men, because a lot of them I troll them for not having fashion sense. Do you know where they shop at? They literally just shop at Foot Locker by Nike and Adidas. Like most of the men, you're gonna find them wearing oversized t-shirts, or they're gonna find random t-shirts. Yes, there are some men's stores, but there's not that many compared to women's stores.
Do you know store for men?
I think Walk-in, WLKN.
Walk-in, ça fait longtemps. It's been a while.
Men's store. I think Massimo Dutti must be women or a mix of both, but that's more expensive. Jack and Jones is a men's store. There's not much. Zara has its own men's section. H&M has its own men's section. Armani Exchange is men's. I was thinking of another one earlier and I forgot. Like when I talk to my guy friends, I'm like, where do you shop at? They're like, oh, online.
Okay, if you had the opportunity to talk to one designer, who would you talk to?
In general, if I could talk to a designer, who would be?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite designer, to be honest with you.
You don't have a favorite store?
I don't.
Really?
I appreciate everyone's designs, everyone's look, everyone is made different. Would I go out of my way to go buy Chanel or like old Chanel? No. I feel like every store has its own section that looks appealing. Most of these designers currently are only known for their accessories rather than the clothes. So it's kind of hard to sometimes when I look at some brands, I'm like, what am I supposed to look at, the clothes, or am I supposed to look at the accessory?
Okay, yeah. So
it's kind of hard. Like, I don't have a favorite. Like, I could say that for high-end designer or haute couture, I'm not a huge fan of Prada. Nothing against Prada. I'm not a Prada hater. They have beautiful things, but like, I don't know. It's not that too appealing for me. I feel like Louis Vuitton is losing its touch as well, and so is Gucci. I feel like now some brands are trying to get back their exclusivity that they couldn't reach out to this influencer plague. I want to say it's not a plague, but it's too much influencers. Like now, because back in the days, you could have like the influencers such as Paris Hilton. You would invite them to the fashion show. Either they walk for you or they sit there, because the fashion show is made different. You have the media, you have the influencers or the important people, and then you have the buyers. So the people who sit on the buyer's side are the people who are actually gonna buy the pieces, the people who can afford it. But then the influencers who sit on the other side, either they're gonna wear it just to be like, oh, I wore this for Jack Muse, let's say, or I wore this for Jean-Paul Gaultier, but that doesn't mean they buy Jean-Paul Gaultier like that. You know, so this is why when we see some celebrities and they're like, oh, well, this is Louis Vuitton, they're like, well, they don't make this at Louis Vuitton. Of course they don't make it, because these are customized products that are made off the runway that are not hitting the stores. So what's on the front of the store is not necessarily meant for everybody. So what's in the front of the store is for people who are just like, I don't want to say chasing the luxurious lifestyle, because this is why they're saying people who wear like all the designers and you see all the logo everywhere is the people that are weird and the people that are usually more broke. The people who can afford it are gonna have the label in the back that says Gucci, Louis Vuitton, whatever on the back, but the whole design is like very simple. It's very simple. It's not out there because not everybody can afford it. Literally, I was just watching this little video on TikTok, and they were saying Mark Zuckerberg was spending thousands of dollars at Brunello Cucinelli, and the shirt is plain. It's a great t-shirt. And then he said, oh, I'd rather wear the same outfit every day because it doesn't play with my mental state. And then you could tell that you would think that Mark Zuckerberg looks broke, but this man is rich, and he's wearing Brunello Cucinelli, and it's not for the broke people. It's not for the broke people. It's really not. So I'm just saying, like, every designer is different, and they were gonna make you plain stuff so that these people now are gonna chase after it. Is it worth the price? No, because you can have the same t-shirt at Walmart for $5, or you can make it yourself.
But on that note, we're gonna end the podcast. I hope you guys learned a lot today about fashion, as much as I did, because there was a lot of things that I did not know. If you have any questions, you know, we have expert right here with us. But if you guys want to share with us what's your favorite brand, where do you guys shop, all the situation that I just, the game that we had.
If you guys want to share your brands with us, go ahead.
If there's brands who wants to collab with us too, like, go ahead, DM us, email us, do whatever you want to do. We're open to it.
I hope y'all like to shop. I hope you guys Pinterest helps a lot. Pinterest, you guys, Pinterest. It's not only made for women, but Pinterest. Find you some good ass outfit. Do Instagram, do YouTube, do TikTok. That's what I do, especially with makeup. I be spending my time watching these kind of things because it helps. And then trial and error. You could always Photoshop, PowerPoint. You put some clothes differently together. Listen, you could go back to myscene.com and you could put on these clothes on these Barbie dolls and try to figure out what goes together. Okay, it's not that hard. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. We're here for y'all. We love y'all. We see y'all.
Do your signature pose.
Do
your
signature
pose. Thank you, guys.
Bye.